Okay, so I'm just gonna video it for you. So you can see this guy was tagged in the front here, deer, so the front clip is done. But fenders are actually good shape. Hood's not too bad. And that fender's pretty good as well. Passenger side, couple door dings, but nothing terrible. Roof, couple scratches, no hail damage. Little oxidation up here, probably some sort of body damage at one time here, maybe. Who knows? It's flat, so it may not have had any damage there, but the rain runners are kind of been up there. So no cancer in any of it, but definitely where the bare metal showed up has some oxidation, a little bit of a bow in that top back there. The doors, this door looks like it might have been replaced at one time or had some work done on it. As far as passenger or rear driver door, and then looks like there's a bee's nest in there. One of these guys are dead, hopefully. And then the driver door's got a kink in it there, so I don't know if you want to use the doors or just the shell. But right now the interior's in it, the seats aren't in great shape. This one's worth a little bit more to us if you want the engine, transmission, transfer case, mainly because it's got a 5-speed in it. These are super hard to find for us. So if you're just wanting the axles and just a bare chassis, we can work it that way. If you want interior parts, dash parts, all that, we can work it that way. There's definitely several ways I can go at it for that. So that's one option for you. There's your rear hatch. And then I can show you the underneath if you decide this is something you'd like to see further. We can do that just to show you there's no rust on it or cancer or rot or anything like that. And then other ones I have that are that era, because you kind of do want to stick with a 96 in my opinion when you're doing this kind of stuff. This one doesn't have axles under it, of course, but we could build this one up. It's got a couple little bit of dings on it here on this, but the doors are fairly solid on this one. This one's been picked over a little bit more. As you can see, interior pieces are missing. This is more just of a Hulk shell, I would say. But the front clip is, other than missing, it's in good shape. There's no damage up there. This came in running and driving, so it's got some damage down the passenger side doors here, and a pretty good size damage. This one probably want to replace it with that kink in it there, and then some damage back here. So this is more of like a C grade. This would be a very cheap option. As is right here, we'd probably be, for the rest of it, I'd probably be $750 on it, and then just depending on if you didn't want the doors. I mean, the doors are done. We're not charging more for those. And then I believe this is a 96 as well that I've left. So again, this is similar condition. That one's still got the column in it. I think this column has been pulled. Yeah, so this one's still in it. Again, this front is in good shape. Here, the plastic's a little pulled, but nothing major on that. And doors look decent on this guy. Again, the interior is pretty picked over. This would be in the 750 to 1,000 range. More than likely, the rear bumper's got a dent in the rear, but I believe that's the last 96. You can use anything easily from 87 to 96, but the easiest is the 96. And then, of course, you can get into a body style like this guy, which is your 9701. But there's a lot of differences on these. People do this modification quite a bit because they like the dashes and the more modern design of them. This one's heavily picked over, but it is rust free. Something like this, you'd probably be in the neighborhood of 500 where it's left right here. With the axle, I'd probably be a little bit more. That rear axle under it, probably be about 1,000 on it. And then I have a green one of these over there. Let's just walk over real quick, show you that one. Come on, Kira, I know you're waiting for me. I'll be right with you. These are all the older style that you could also do. And then, of course, Grand Cherokees won't work. And if you're not the customer that's looking at doing this project and you're wondering what's going on, well, we own a Jeep junkyard and have tons of Jeep parts. So if you need Jeep parts, here's your beast for you, or here's your yard for you. So this one's got some rot in it in the back here. This one is a Colorado Jeep, but that back corner is done, as you can see, like really done, at least that part. It's not doesn't extend too far into it, but you definitely want to do that. I've actually been under this Jeep. The axles are clean, the unibody is clean. More than likely it was just not stored properly and they got a little bit up in that area. But otherwise the body's really clean on this thing. Came in with a blown head gasket, 98. Both side doors. I have the doors possibly sold on this one unless you let me know something sooner and later, and we can work something out on it. If it doesn't, see, this is hidden. That's what traps that rust in these ones, those body flares like that. So hatch, the dash is complete, the column has been pulled, the seats are out. I got panels for the doors and everything. This one would not be hard to put back together. Roof is clean. This one with the rear axle under it, complete as it is right now with the tranny transfer case. The motor, of course, is bad, but it does have the wiring and stuff in it. It'd probably be about around 2,000 on this guy for where it's sitting, and if you wanted everything on it. And then if you want me to throw a front axle under it, I'd be about 25. So, okay. So that gives you plenty of options and probably plenty of questions too. So my name is Jeremy. I own the yard. We have several employees out here to help us out. So 303-666-9020 or partsbreakers.com. And we appreciate you taking a look at it. Thanks a lot.